Howdy folks, and welcome to the weekly comic book snap. Yes, we're back. It's issue 10. Oh my goodness, can you believe it's special? Issue 10? We never thought we'd get here, but here we are.
We are.
Yes.
10 weeks.
10 weeks.
Of comics.
Of comics. Yeah, how about that?
It's amazing, which brings
Sounds
us
good
to
to me.
the 9th.
the what?
The 9th.
The 9th?
The 9th of August.
Yes. The 9th of August. Thank you for the prompt.
2017.
9th of August 2017. We've got 4 books. As always, we're here at the wonderful, wonderful
Thank you.
Frog Bros Comics and Books in front of the glorious wall of comics. So, 4 more books. Good. 4 more books. So let's have a look. What have you got for us this week, Special?
We are going back to tried and tested image number 1.
Fantastic. It's familiar territory and we like it.
We do. I loved it.
Did you enjoy this?
I really enjoyed it.
So what have we got?
Man. It is Redlands.
Yeah.
By Jordi Belair and Vanessa Del Rey. It is a slice of American horror. If you like your Deep South, you like your sheriff getting a comeuppance, you
Slightly
like
rednecky
your
kind of.
It's very Buford T. Justice for those who remember the.
That's pretty good.
Thank you very much.
That's pretty good.
The art inside it's not for kids.
No, it's a fairly dark book, isn't it?
It's a very, very dark book. It has all the hot spots of good horror where you've got people being attacked. It's very claustrophobic. You have a young, what seems sweet, innocent-looking girl turns up. You always know to run away from that one.
You know
don't
there's trouble
invite her
afoot
in. Exactly.
if there's a sweet little girl on the doorstep.
All starts off with 3 nooses that are hanging outside the sheriff's office.
Yeah.
And there's no bodies attached to those nooses.
Wow, that's awkward, strange danger to me.
Absolutely. And witchcraft.
Yes.
Which we don't really see too much of.
Well, it's a slightly demonic vibe to this one, I think.
Yep, there's definitely demons there, but these are witches.
Witchapoos.
So it's got it's a Salem's vibe a little bit as
Yeah,
well
yeah.
there. It really harks to good American horror for me.
Yeah. You know what I liked about this one was the setup. You're kind of thrown into the situation. They're all
Absolutely.
hunkered down in the sheriff's office. You don't know what's going on.
Exactly.
It's got that classic Assault on Precinct 13 classic kind of zombie setup.
Absolutely. Very, very dark. Very
Yeah.
scratchy.
It's cool artwork, isn't it, as well? It's
artwork.
almost like lithography kind of style.
Yeah, it's got woodcut kind of feel, I suppose.
Yeah.
I really liked it.
Thought it was great.
Yep, I cannot say enough good things about this. It's spooky and horrible.
Yeah, concur.
And we like spooky and horrible.
We do. It's a good book.
It
Good
is
stuff. Yeah. Excellent. Get out and buy it.
So
Ongoing series, is it, this one?
it
As far as we know.
for as long as it runs.
Yeah,
With a story like this, will it run forever? Will they be able to flip the Redlands vibe? Because the Redlands is basically just the town, I think.
Yeah, looks like that.
So there could be a lot of things that go on within there. Yeah, I mean, for other comics, Harrow County maybe.
Yeah.
It's got that kind of feel to it.
Yeah.
I would say the artwork is a little bit kind of Temple Smith. I would say, but just yeah, give it a go.
That's Temple
Absolutely.
Smith, not Templeton Smith.
Who's Templeton Smith?
Don't worry about it.
Ooh. Right.
So next up, Special, what we got next up?
Next, we're going to move on to the Inhumans Once and Future Kings,
Yes.
which is a 5-issue miniseries
Right.
that is being brought out because they're about to hit Netflix, aren't they, in a big way?
There is a big ad in there for that as well, isn't there?
This shows us the early years of the royal family, which are the Inhumans.
Yes.
Um,
So going back to the history,
exactly.
the true history of the royal family is revealed, I believe, in this series.
Yeah, the Inhumans. I haven't been that big a fan. I love Karnak as a character.
Well, that's what I was going to say.
I love the
Karnak, I'm on board.
miniseries.
I'm
Yeah,
in.
yep. And Black Bolt is a cool character in what he can do.
Yeah.
But then it's a bit of a one-trick pony, isn't it? And
Like many of us.
well, yeah. But as in this, where he brings down a mountain.
Yeah. He does,
with a word. And that is what it does. So I suppose this is just nailing on who they are,
Bit of backstory.
what they do.
Yeah.
There is nothing offensive about this book.
No.
It's entertaining, it's well drawn, it's well written, but it doesn't have anything that gets me
Doesn't,
excited. I
Make
don't.
your socks roll up and down, does it?
It doesn't.
No.
No, it's
I found this one a bit bland, actually.
yeah.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
Well, even with when it starts off with
Well, yeah, I mean, it's, don't get me wrong, it's nice. It's nice artwork, but you know,
it's Mr. Noto, isn't
nice artwork. A comic book, you know,
it? Does not make.
exactly. I think there needs to be a little something to grab you, and
Yeah,
wasn't too bothered about these characters actually.
It is a bit bland. I
Yeah.
think you might have hit it on the head there.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you want to learn more about the royal family,
If you like the Inhumans,
and it might get better.
yeah,
And it's going to act as a very nice segue into the next book, because that's a Star Wars book, and you may recognise from this book that Mr. Noto has been drawing certain Star Wars books.
absolutely.
And look, it looks like Poe Dameron there.
Does a little bit, doesn't he?
So let's move on to
Yes.
So, like that segue.
Yes, that's not too bad at all. Yeah.
Right.
So what have we got next?
Next we have Star Wars Cassian and K2SO, the Rogue One story.
Rogue One.
So this is how Cassian, who is anybody who's watched Rogue One, which
will
would
know.
be many of you, know that he was a spy,
Yes.
and that K2SO was a reprogrammed
Sort of Imperial
droid,
yeah.
killer droid thing.
Yes.
And basically, I'm not really sure why they put Cassian on the cover, other than that he's there. But very much this is about
Well,
K2SO, I think.
Kind
And
of. Well, it's kind of an origin story almost about how they come together, isn't it?
yeah. But does anyone care about him?
Who?
Cassian.
Well, I don't know. I think, I mean, certainly, I think in the film, the droid is the more more comic relief kind of character, and I think
He is here, really.
you know
yeah.
Cassian does he is a fairly instrumental part of the film. I mean, he does
Yeah, I suppose he.
plays a fairly pivotal role, and I think also provides a little bit of the
Who would you be reading this for?
K2SO is what
It is.
Special says.
That's what I think. And
What do you think of the book, though?
I liked it.
Yeah.
Yeah, again, this week's snap for me is bookended by books that I loved, so I kind of
Oh.
want to move on to the last
Okay.
one. This one,
For the Star Wars comic reader.
for the Star Wars comic reader, I think they will find things to enjoy in here. The
Yeah.
twin sisters that help him along.
Interesting characters,
who-
eh?
They are, and the way they communicate
Yeah.
through smells, and
That's
he
right.
starts to try and decipher their smells when it turns a little bit rotten. So
right,
it does
that's
have
good. Some good
ideas
ideas in
humour. It does have some humour in there. The artwork is nice, but it's got almost an older feel to it. A lot of the Star Wars stuff is very clean and very
Yeah.
futuristic, like
Yeah.
Phil Noto's art really leads itself to. But the work in this, it feels a little bit more earthy.
Right.
So it took me a while to get on with it, but I
Right.
did like it, and
Yes.
especially these very very thick lines.
Yeah,
it's not
yeah.
it's not very futuristic.
Quite sort of contrasty lines.
Yeah, and when you're dealing with sci-fi stuff, I think sometimes, but you
Well,
you can
different-
overdo it, can't you?
Different
So-
strokes for different folks. isn't it,
Exactly,
I think?
yeah. No,
And,
no,
whatever flicks your switch.
And you know me, I'm always here to help.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And, you know, I thought it was good. I think it's all right for
Excuse me.
if you like those characters. If you're an avid Star Wars reader, get involved.
It's
if you
just a
want
one-shot.
a bit more a backstory about these two characters, get involved.
Yeah, it's just the K2SO character, like I say,
Yeah.
for me, got me up to that last 5 minutes of the film when everything went
Really sort of.
So
the
yeah,
roof.
I liked it. It's a decent read, and
Yeah.
if you are a big Star Wars fan, then definitely
Absolutely.
grab on.
Grab a hold. Okay, last up this week.
We have the wonderful Mr. Miracle.
Yes. Now, it's fair to say Special has been pining for this one for a while,
He has.
and I don't think it let you down, did it?
It didn't in any way whatsoever. I don't know if this is a good thing or a bad thing, but I'm going to use it as a good thing. So good, I had to read it twice.
Well, there we are.
Could that be because I didn't quite get it the first time?
Possibly.
Maybe. Maybe.
Yeah.
It's a
Did you
tricky
get it
one.
the second time?
I think so.
Okay.
But I don't think that everything has to be nailed on, so it has to be got in that one. It's an ongoing series, so
Yes.
or a 12-issue series.
Mm.
So it doesn't have to be all given to you straight away.
No.
What I am wondering, now I loved the writing.
Yeah.
I loved the artwork.
Yeah.
I really loved the artwork.
Mm.
I am by no means an aficionado of Jack Kirby's New Gods, but I know of them. I know Mr. Miracle from reading JLA, JSA stuff, so I've got a bit of a background in the character.
Yeah.
If I did not know the character, or if a reader is coming who doesn't know the character, I'm not sure this book would work, if I'm completely honest.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's funny you say that, because that's kind of where I came from with it.
Yeah.
I don't know the character particularly. I'm a massive fan of King's writing, and like we've said, I mean, we've sort of drooled over his writing on the current Batman series.
And Batman Elmer Fudd is even more so.
Classic, absolute classic. But this kind of left me a bit flat.
Yeah,
Yeah, didn't really care.
really? Because
Read it once, I was a bit confused. I thought, do I want to read that again? Not so sure, man.
did it not remind you in some ways of Jeff Lemire's Moon Knight, the recent run? That whole kind of madness thing. Because I'm still not 100% sure that I know what's happened in this book.
I think, I'm not bothered.
Okay.
Which is, some books
It's quite harsh.
grab other people and some grab, some
I
people.
mean-
But this one, I found this sort of, maybe it's because I don't know this character, in any way, or I don't have any. But this didn't. For the people that don't know the character, did this make me want to read more about him? No, is the answer.
Really? Okay, well,
Yeah.
for people who don't know the character, he is almost a Jesus Christ type character.
Right.
But along with that, in his kind of earthly manifestation, he is an escape artist.
Yeah. Well, I got
So
that.
this is to see that he's going to try and escape death. So it opens up with a beautiful double-page spread with a dude who's slashed his wrist. So
Yeah.
it's, it's got a lot of big ideas going on here, and I like the way they. I loved it. They use a lot of the classic 9-panel grid,
Yeah,
which
yeah.
makes it easy to read because it does need that. Because there's so much stuff going on in there that you're not sure what is going on a lot of the time.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if he's succeeded. It seems that he hasn't, because you're then taken to him in an ambulance. You're then
Yeah.
taken to people who seem like they're trying to. Some of them give him the tough love. Some of them give him the helpful love. Some of them. There is a lot going on in here, and I just want to know more. And I think each page is beautifully illustrated. I love the TV interview bit with the. You said it was like slightly 3D, but it's just the TV kind of fuzziness.
That flickery kind of.
Yeah, exactly. What's going on? And I don't want to drop any spoilers or anything.
Well,
but
don't do that, Special.
I want to know what Darkseid is.
Yeah, that was the other thing. Didn't quite get that.
I'll tell you what I think after.
Yeah, sure,
Because
please
I
do,
don't
man.
want to.
Enlighten me, but yeah.
I don't want to break it,
I
but Yes, I don't know what else to say about this.
Well, I think you've said enough. I mean, I think you're obviously really quite taken with it.
I do. I love it. It really reminded me of Jeff Lemire's Moon Knight. That kind of that madness, that split world.
Right.
You don't know what is happening and what isn't happening. Is it all happening in someone's head anyway?
Well, now that you've said all that, maybe I'll go back and have a second look special.
It might be something that works better for a new reader as a trade when more of the threads are kind of pulled up and more of it is given to the reader. But to be honest, comics are not the cheapest hobby to have.
Yeah.
So I think I love it when you get something that you know is a work of quality, but you've got to read it twice because you feel like you're getting your money's worth for it. And
interesting.
It's given me a lot of thoughts. I've been thinking about this book all day, and really trying to figure out if I've got it. It's almost like Twin Peaks. I would put it on that kind of level where I know there's a genius going on there.
I mean, it's the thing with Twin Peaks as well. You sort of sometimes you just feel like you've just been
duped.
Yeah. Like, is this genius or is this another thread?
Is it the Emperor's New Clothes?
Exactly. Like, I'm a big Lynch fan, but I'm fully aware that sometimes he's leading you down or it feels like he's leading you down the garden path, and you're never going to get. And obviously, it's art, it's subjective, it's open to interpretation, but I think there's so far that goes.
You see, for me, I was thinking this, and if a new reader comes to it, would this come across as pretentious? And I don't think it does. I loved it, but I would love to know what new readers
make of it.
Absolutely.
Well, you heard what I made of it, and I feel a bit like a grouch.
Intelligent new reader.
Well, that's a fair one. Make no bones about it. So you would recommend going out and getting it?
I would absolutely recommend to anybody who appreciates beautiful art.
Yeah.
And good writing.
Yeah.
And doesn't necessarily want to be spoon-fed everything they read, and to be able to put a book down with a lot of questions maybe, but things that will keep making you ask questions and make you want to pick up the next because you want to know where it's going. And he does come across as a likeable character for me, even though there isn't that much dialogue to get you in. I think that what they're doing is some really nice stuff, but maybe I'm now questioning myself. Have I been duped by the Emperor's New Clothes? I'm pretty sure I haven't.
I think
and I'm pretty sure, well, no, it is. It's amazing. It's great.
There we are. Well, get yourself involved. I mean, if Special says it's good,
it's good.
Damn it must be great.
2 thumbs up.
Good, well there we are. So that's about it, isn't it? 4 books from the 9th of August. Some good picks there. I would recommend, there's something there for everyone, I think, this week. And certainly check out Mr. Miracle on Special's advice. There's a little Star Wars one there for people to get involved in. Inhumans coming up. And of course, image number 1's always good to get hold of.
And the Redlands is spooky.
Spooky.
Read it with the lights on.
Absolutely.
Obviously.
Yeah. Good advice. Good words there from Special. So there we are. There's 4 books. We'll be back next week, as always, with issue 11, of the Comic Book Snap. We can't wait. 4 more books. And as always, if you can see your way to liking, sharing and subscribing, that would be fantastic. We've enjoyed your company. I've enjoyed your company, Special.
As always.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so there we are. Yeah. Take care of each other, guys.